minutes in, 11 points for Marquette, 4 for 5 from the floor. And this down the lane for Braden Smith, 4 in a row for Purdue. Smith into his own shot and bring it up.
He starts making that. This is a confident youngster. He'll get better, I think, even later.
Edey just a wipe away screen for the 3 for Smith.
That's the first time Smith has gone left, too.
Smith starts his move down the lane. Tough shot. He rang it in.
What's wrong with you guys up in Canada? You couldn't spot that he was a hooper from the beginning?
Smith, behind the back. What a play!
The other perimeter players, instead of being able to rotate down, that is loaded with guys that know how to play.
Smith with 2 more. What a night he's had.
And here come the Boilermakers. Smith slicing, reverse layup. Oh, and he'll get the bounce.
That's why Purdue's turnovers are so crushing, because they're such a good offensive rebounding team. Just getting a shot up can be their best offense. That was spectacular ball movement.
You're talking about early 50s. And, you know, Henson went late into his 60s coaching, 70s almost.
Braden Smith hits and draws the foul. A huge shock that they would win a game, but to win a game in Columbus against a team that really needed a win, they hadn't been playing well. It just really speaks to the balance as Smith gets to the hoop and lays it in. Braden Smith coming alive here in the second half now.
Around the bucket, wasn't there.
Smith with the floater.
The first time they played with the 2 bigs.
That's the first shot in 8 minutes for Kobe Buffkin.
Oh, what's this blow by? Ooh, crossover. Dynamite.
Watch Edey run into the rim right now.
Shot clock inside 4. Smith's got to get it up. And he does.
Haven't seen that in my lifetime, but I'll take your word for it.
There's Smith again. He's got 17. If the Hawkeyes can force more turnovers. Edey's had a couple of big buckets to stem the Iowa surge. Here's Smith. Career night for him. He's got 2 more.
At 10 points, bulk of those points, though, came at the foul line. Off the curl. Jump stop in the paint. Off the glass and scores. Nice move. Smith off the dribble. Finds a lane. Reverses and scores. Scott tried to block it, but quick step. Athletic move by Smith. Averaging 12 points per game. He's been quiet. Reese down low off the feed. And there's Smith from the weak side coming back to swat that one out of bounds. Smith beats Scott. Attacks. Layup off the glass and in.
By Purdue. Ohio State, by the way, ranks 2nd in the Big Ten in offensive rebounds per game. Today, just 2 so far. And Purdue builds on its lead.
Boston, Oklahoma State, Illinois. Yes. Both these coaches know exactly what they're looking for in players when they're recruiting. 2 for Smith. I don't want to let that go by, though. That's such a great point. You need to understand, Edey's off the floor now. Oh, a bone crusher from Kaufman Red, and a 3 for Smith.
Was waiting to decide whether it was going to fall or not. A great alley-oop. And great chemistry there. And once again, it's Joe leading that charge as he holds the ball here. And he's going to take a deep shot. And that falls.
Edey, very willing screener. Smith somehow put that up and in over his shoulder.
A very, very experienced team. Just about everybody back from last year, including the guy with the ball now is sophomore Braden Smith. Oh, wow, that was pretty.
Braden over Braden. That's an awfully nice thing.
Well, you bring a healthy Cameron Heide into the equation as well. He's in there right now for Purdue. And how about this? And he was good last year as a freshman.
Presence of Edey caused that miss.
Smith forces it up, and it goes! Boy, Ziegler's just all over Smith.
Can't get rid of him.
And Smith scores anyways. What a huge bucket.
We'll stick with this zone.
I think Purdue's got to look to penetrate some gaps.
Very, very tough shot goes in for Smith.
Beautiful little pull-up jumper at 14 and their loss at Creighton, but Multi is going to look to get his.
So is Braden Smith, +1 from downtown. Smith with 3. Rolls it in with the left hand around the defense, and that is how it's done by the sophomore point guard, Braden Smith. Smith, blow by, rolls it down, 17 points for Braden Smith.
Matt Painter looking for a break here. Boy, they've missed so many shots at the rim. You got Edey getting a little rest before the media.
But another chance, and what a finish! First with the second chance and a 3-point lead. Boilermakers on the move with a 3-point lead. Smith will turn the corner. The reverse is there. What a seal there by Trey Kaufman-Renn.
Doesn't go, but I love Boswell's change of pace. He's just so shifty and hard to guard. Smith all the way for 2. Boy, Edey sealed off Ballo beautifully.
Circles around. Smith, show, stop, up and under. Puts it through.
And that's a spot where so often this year when he's jump stopped,
Way too strong. Smith. Pull up in transition. Largest lead of the day.
Get 20 points on any given night. You look at Blanton, he has 3 games this season with 20 plus.
Oh, backdoor delivery behind the back, and Edey pays it off with a 2-hand jam.
Braden Smith has the ultimate confidence this season because without it, you don't make this.
And Jameer Young is heating up at his average of 19. Braden Smith. There's your response. Purdue came into this ranked #1, winning 12 out of 13. They'll keep that 1 spot. Move that record to 13-1. Smith with another 2.
And you understand why Purdue's doing that. Rogers has never attempted a 3 in his career. Good shot fake, leaning, crafty from Braden Smith.
I think at times this Penn State team, the ball has stuck, and maybe, I don't want to say selfish, but they've just not been able to make the next pass for other players.
Braden Smith, his first 3. 43 dunks now on the year, including 2 here today, extending his national lead. Now Smith for 3, rattles home.
Albeit on low volume to prove it. Smith, pull up pop, book it, and 1. Foul comes away from the shot. They'll count the bucket and get a free throw.
Brock Harding, one of the freshmen in the rotation the other way. Freeman in some trouble. And a loose ball picked up by Purdue. Jones, full head of steam. Euro step. My goodness.
There's just not many body types, people of that ilk that can do that. Smith's going to have to make it happen here with 5 to shoot. Up and under. Great finish.
That's just really poor defense by Michigan. 34 shots in their last 2 games. The ball is always in his hands. And then you take that away and you see how you're going to play. It's just these road games are going to be brutal. They really are.
Smith all the way to the rack. Count the basket. The transfer from Wofford is averaging 10 points per game. There's a local kid having a ball. Smith gets to the rim, +1, and flexing.
Indiana doing an excellent job of negotiating their offense where they can have some clean looks at the rim via the jump shot or getting points in the paint.
Smith hangs in the air and banks it down. Back to a 5-point game. Braden Smith on the drive. Yes! And the foul!
The first may get the ball down low, too.
Braden Smith, that was a great seal.
Sure was.
Braden Smith has really leveled up this year. He gets right to the rim. Nobody stopped the ball.
Certainly with Jeremiah Williams, a super impact player.
No protected draft picks were involved. Braden Smith. Oh, that is just money for him. That three-point hit for Walker is enormous.
And the Michigan State Spartans are not a high-volume free-throw shooting team, but that right there, Braden Smith.
He's making it really difficult on Braden Smith. I mean, really difficult. And Smith still cashes in.
And that's the difference.
Gillis, 8 to shoot. Leave it. Smith, 5 to shoot. A deep three. Oh! Braden Smith. Kaboom! A crowd silencer in Champaign.
Worked hard in practice, and that's why he's not redshirting this year. He's going to get time. Smith dancing around, puts up the mid-range, and that's a beautiful play by the leader, Braden Smith.
Except for the 1-3 knockdown, they have contested his shots. 1 for 4 from the floor. Smith, tough shot, making it look easy. What a night he's having. 15 already for Braden Smith.
Smith had 22 Monday night. Led the Boilers in every category. There's his first two.
Oh, that's pretty right there. I mean, he gets with that crossover, leaves Amori in the dust. In the Final Four.
Tough fade away.
Man.
How it starts, Braden Smith.
Final 90 seconds. Smith the fadeaway. Smooth. Braden Smith.
That's the answer.
And Kaufman ran the rebound. An 8-0 Purdue run. Can Smith add to it? Yes. Colvin beats first. Kicks it back out. Smith, how about number 4?
It was just a matter of time. Braden Smith came in today the last 2 games.
Twice now we've seen Cam Heide just fly in there, not blocked out, and steal a possession.
And Braden Smith capitalizes on the extra opportunity. Morrell from deep. Smith will push it. No look to Colvin. And 1. He looked right. Fed left. 3-point play upcoming.
What a swing right there. Matthew Morrell gets a great look top of the key. Long rebound starts the break for Purdue. They are.
Both teams in the bonus. Smith, the quick answer.
Just the blow by there. And Jalen Murray's got to understand.
See if Purdue can find some better offense to choose from here. Both of these offenses continuing to struggle a bit. Braden Smith, that is a tough fadeaway shot.
And Queen did a good job of contesting there, but better offense. Fletcher Lawyer crossover dribble and raising up.
Down to a 3-point game. How about Smith with a block? Smith patient, gets the screen. 3 to shoot. Left hand high off the window.
He needs to be the playmaker. Once he gives it up, to not let him get it back. Boy, they are guarding inside. Long 3, got it. Vincent Killer. Braden Smith. Shot clock down. Boy, look at how they ragged you. Smith rises and hits. Wow. It's a 3. Proper word for him when you say rise. They want him to shoot it. Look at this. And they're going to offensive rebound it. Phelps launches. Smith got the block. And saves the ball. They're trying to get. Look at that's a long 3. And it falls. A squisher. A dead fish on the back of the rim.
Kaufman Wren picks up his dribble. Shot clock down to 5. It's Harris with 4. Smith lets it fire. This is for 1,000 points, and there it is. Smith, the right wing 3. Knocks it down, the largest lead for Purdue tonight. Smith shoots over Odekali. And Braden Smith with another 3, his 3rd 3 tonight.
Braden Smith on the drive.
Good job by Leach getting back in front of Smith.
And Smith fading away and hitting.
Put some fire underneath these Wildcats to get them to compete.
Smith with a step back, and it goes. Braden Smith off to a fabulous start. Shot clock at 5. He's got the freshman on him. A shake and bake move, and Smith hits.
Man.
Smith working on Justin Mullins. Goes to the fadeaway and hits. 17 for Braden Smith. This year, just the false teeth that he had put in.
Oh, man.
And Braden Smith continuing to kick the cats in the mouth. He will go to the free throw line.
He looked the part, too. Smith, whatever he wants. Just empty side. He makes that shot. I tell you, Smith, he gets squared enough and then slides. Yeah, I mean, you look at the Indiana Mr. Basketball rankings in this state the last 4 years. We've got a lot of those guys out on the court here today. Oh, how about Braden Smith? He's one of them.
75, he'd be averaging 18 probably.
And then you probably go to it more, right? You draw contact more. Smith.
Rebounding on the defensive end, but then moving the ball. Not a lot of isolation here early. Smith again.
Good luck stopping him. He got hit across the head based on his reaction.
Good find by Mason.
Wow, that just looks so easy.
He gets the switch, bigger guy on him, then it just becomes.
So Purdue takes a challenge from Washington tonight as Smith hits the basket, and he's got 17.
And show off a soft touch inside.
He's coming off a 31-point game against Northwestern. Baseline fade. Smith. Great Smith all business today, folks. Especially your big man. Now Golden, he's been bottled up. Stolen. Smith splits up and in. Great Smith. Hesitation. Fade away. Off the window softly and in.
But you see how he manipulated the defense?
Now Smith in space, guarded by Gale. Smith baseline pull up, and there's that mid-range. New shot clock. Golden has it ripped out of his hand. Looks like Kaufman ring. Smith drives, gets down. The Bears.
Him and Goody are really the two guys you've got to find at the three-point line.
Smith, countdown ongoing. Wow. He scores. Oh, that's tough. Here he is. Caged by Leo, and he still knocks it down.
But the physicality of that play, of getting to Leo's body so that he can get to his fadeaway jumper. Last year a slow start for them, but they kind of figured it out. They have not done that yet this year.
Smith for two. That is so easy as he drifts.
He loves that shot.
Braden Smith. Changing tempos to score.
The stop and start is so hard to guard. He's taking that one.
Instead, it leads to Smith for the tie. It's good.
He went to the N1 mixtape to free himself. That was ridiculous.
He had 9 days to think about that. I mean, that's a sour taste in your mouth. And I think the way he's played this first half, he's cleaned that out.
Well, Braden Smith just makes that look easy.
Josh Dix is a lot like a lot of us, Paul, in that he's probably his own worst critic. When he starts getting down on himself, you can see it in his game.
5 seconds. Braden Smith has 2 to shoot. Drills a 3. Without Kaufman-Renn, he really took over the scoring responsibilities in that second half. Batted away by First. Goes to the ground. What a play by the senior. Smith, crossover to 2. Sanford quickly fires. And a rebound to Smith. Feels like a long time ago. Purdue was 2 for 13 shooting threes against Indiana over the weekend. There's another, and another make.
One-on-one. Smith saw that coming. Yates trying to get back. Braden Smith, the extra step, and scores.
Under 3 to play. Smith with a lane. Smith with the bucket.
Wait, it looked like Michigan was unsure of what defense maybe they were in.
25 seconds remaining. Off the screen from Burgess. Smith against Cheddar. He'll rise. He'll hit a 3. 20.4 seconds left. Shot clock turned off. Taking his time. 13 seconds left. Great screen from Burgess. Smith. Oh, an ankle breaker. Smith. Bullseye. Braden brilliance in the final seconds. And a timeout called in a 2-point game.
Nobody calls out the screen for Roddy Gale, so he gets then the crossover dribble, the handle. Oh to the ground. Braden Smith dots the I.
Smith always peeking, looking,
Probing and scoring. Braden Smith.
Quick pace to this game in the early going. Purdue already with 4 second chance points. They won't need any here. Braden Smith, that's his moment. Smith will slow it down. Trying to find some organization with this group. Drives on Holloman. Smith to his spot for the bucket. Largest lead for the Spartans tonight. Smith. Oh, that's ridiculous.
I mean, Fiddler's coming over. You got the primary defender right there. That's a basket that Purdue just desperately needed here.
Fifth are nearly trapped at Breslin Center so far. Kaufman-Renn kick. Can Heidi do it again? This time he hesitated.
Just made one, eh?
Instead it's Smith.
That's always a good option. Braden Smith locked and loaded.
Point guard, back door, they look there, ball deflected, Kaufman-Renn, Smith in traffic, straight to the bucket, left hand, off the glass, Smitty. Harris, Smith, quick release, good. Smitty.
7 points on 2 of 4 shooting for Somerville to go with 2 rebounds after 17 points and 3 boards. Smith. Smith feeling it now after a couple of threes. Off the screen, right back to his spot. Splash! Smith 3. Got it! Braden Smith can do no wrong. No make. Smith, fine, lawyer, pump, extra. It's Smith, a 3. Kaboom!
What a decision by Fletcher Lawyer. It's a shot fake.
Smith trying to find him another open look. Smith will take and make 7-3 of the night.
Who will inbound. Pull up foul line.
He's so tough. They do a great job getting the inbounder free.
Close quarters. Smith and Kaufman-Renn. Smith, that pure fadeaway.
He reads Renn beautifully, though.
Smith wide open. They went under, and he buries it for the lead.
He's a gamer.
8 to shoot. Smith, step back 3. Got it. That's the second time we've seen from Michigan. Skip out to Smith, and he'll reset. Smith.
Great jump stop.
And finally caught the rim. And he's been fading away a lot. Now he does like to.
Clough with the rejection. And with 11 newcomers on the Oakland roster, as Braden Smith drains the 3, it's got to be tough on NBC and Peacock.
I want to see Purdue post Clough and get him the basketball. Now that will work too. You just drive that seam. There's no help coming over, but
Fletcher Lawyer for Braden Smith. What a pass back to Lawyer. In the lane.
that is high level. His eyes are up the whole way. He is probing and surveying what he's got.
Braden Smith and 1.
He was closing out short, and Darren Nave of Larua to make him pay from 3.
Oh, Braden Smith in his bag. And the foul on Wells, his 3rd. Robinson for 3, wide right.
Good block out by Jack Benson.
Smith in the lane. He's going to the line.
Purdue's got to do a better job with their transition defense, getting back and finding guys.
Smith with a beautiful ball fake and nails a 3. That is the best ball fake in the country. And you mentioned the passing. He's got 5 assists this game. Smith behind the back to Kaufman-Renn. Doing it in every which way. First to Lawyer, behind the back.
They are losing 3 again right now.
6 blocks for Jacobson. Smith, Harris. Dazzling pass Smith once again.
But this run by Matt has just been another level.
They average more than 20 wins a year.
Look at this pass.
Oh, man. Mercy me. Clough to finish.
Even the Rutgers fans were applauding that particular play. Look at the kids.
Well, both teams have had pretty good looks.
Yep. Feeling one another out here.
Smith, the fade away. Baseline, got it. Now trying to go to the offense. Fade away baseline. Got it.
He's got that in his arsenal.
Doesn't happen very often this late in the season.
What a recovery. They were beaten. Smith reacts. Be in the right spots. Understand what we're trying to do, what we're trying to take away. Pretty.
You know, Andy, it was interesting. We were both with Colorado State. Whoa, pass. Oh, goodness. Oscar Clough finishing it off. We saw Braden Smith do that screen. Clough, such a good screener. He picks up off Osama. You've got that.
And this was you, Robbie, when you were a player. When your best player is your hardest worker, that sends the message to the rest of the group.
What a pass that was from Braden Smith. That's a good take. Here's Purdue in the open floor. Braden Smith dropping a...
Purdue trying to move to 2-0 and 9-1 on the year. Smith turns, tough shot, and he made it look easy against Cade Tyson.
But what patience there.
And they get in and regroup. If they don't turn the ball over and they finish around the rim, they've proven they can keep this close. There's that fader we're talking about. It's so impossible to guard.
A little bit of a back and forth here in this one. Kent State has 2 turnovers, and Purdue's made him pay 5 points off of those turnovers as Braden Smith from the free throw line puts it down.
Kent State's a team where it's still early in the season as we're getting to the midpoint, but all these kids know their role. It's been a great job by Coach Senderoff this year.
It's been talked about ad nauseum, but Braden Smith with that little fake. Why did he try to end the 10-0 scoring run, the 4th 10-0 scoring run of the season for the Purdue Boilermakers, as Smith just continues.
Too often.
You say that like somebody who's done that before.
Oh, a lot of times. What do you mean? Me and Cookies go hand in hand, man.
Pretzels.
That's right.
Braden Smith sweeping in, whirling in a stuff. That's just the Globetrotters at that point. One for Smith from Lawyer.
Well, speaking of Smith, watch this. Up, over. The legendary Bob Hurley Sr. as coach. St. Anthony's there in New Jersey, just knew how to play. Here's Eddie Smith.
That's perfect. The perfect assist to break the all-time Big Ten record. Braden Smith on a drop-off to the big, and Clough pays it off. And the Purdue fans know it behind that bench. The all-time assist leader, the best player in Big Ten history, and setting up his teammates is Braden Smith of Westfield, Indiana.
You think about the names that have graced
be any different, but Braden Smith, congratulations, young man.
Greatness comes around.
Who's done plenty in this game. 21 first half points, and Smith with a steal. Smith to the other end, the wraparound pass. Oh! It doesn't get any better than that. Assist leader showing off his skill set.
Well, doing it on the defensive end, the anticipation right there from Braden Smith.
Working against Stojakovic. 45 seconds to go. Smith with a triple. It's good.
Within 13 seconds, they got it. Perfect execution.
He can't hit.
How about the verticality there from Jacobson?
Oh, behind the back by Smith. Now Smith connects for three. Braden Smith is big time.
It's a 5-minute drought now for Maryland.
Trying to establish Clough.
Deep one, Smith, book it. A triple for Braden Smith.
Great decision making. Just let it fly like this one right here. Come off the screen and let it go.
Off the heel. Grab by Cox. Smith, jumper. He's got it.
They double him quickly. Royer on top. He'll put up, nope. Roll thin on the 3. Smith will launch and nail the triple.
How good has Trey Kaufman-Rendo been, Kevin? Big opportunity.
And their 3rd worst defensive game in Iowa City. 4th worst offensive performance. 3 is down. Big time stroke by Smith. Royer's got it now, Smith.
I think if you're Purdue, you got to hunt threes here.
And they do, and they get one. It's a 3 by Braden Smith.
And force him to his right.
Hasn't made the adjustment yet. Boyd drives and kicks. Blackwell erased by Braden Smith.
Get a touch on the block to the big guy. Lendeborg defended by Lawyer. 2.5 to play. The spin, kick, cut down.
Good block.